Well, hello friends, welcome back to my channel, Southern Yankee Beauty. If you are new for the first time here, welcome. I'm glad to have you guys. And if you're a returner, you guys know I love you and I'm so glad that you're here. All right, so I am so excited. I am doing the new natashadenona xenon palette. This is the midi. This is the bigger palette to the small xenon palette, which I don't have that, so I can't show you. This is gorgeous. We're going to show you this eye look as well as two others today. So I'm really excited to do that. But before we do, just a couple little housekeeping things. We got a couple rules here. Just two, really. So first of all, as women, I want to make sure that this channel is about love, light, and positivity. And so I do want us to build women up on this channel, not tear them down. There is no room for negativity in my space. And so all comments should be encouraging to me, to other people, to, you know, like if I'm not saying like if you don't like something, you can't say it. You have a right to your opinion, my friend. I'm just saying make sure to do it with love, make sure to do it with kindness. I feel like the world is full of a lot of women specifically tearing other women down, and there's just no need for that. So this channel, if you want a best friend, if you need a little break from reality, if you want a creative outlet, if you want to play with makeup, this is a wonderful place for you to be, and we will all embrace you here with open arms. We typically don't have a problem on this channel because all of you ladies are so beautiful inside and out, but just want to say that. And then the other rule that I have is, I wrote it down, is that while we're having fun and learning together, I'm not a makeup artist. I am not a professional in any way, shape, or form. So just know that up front. I am just a makeup enthusiast. I love makeup. For me, it's more just, it's like a me time. It's more like a creative outlet for me to play with makeup and to come up with new looks and kind of revamp and change my look up from time to time. And it just gives me joy. I hope it gives you joy. I hope it encourages you to just play and maybe think outside of the box a little bit, but you don't need to be an expert here. The first two looks that I'm going to show you with today's palette, I made them so simple that any single one of you can do them. The first look literally is 2 shades, and it's so simple, and it was one of my favorites. It's absolutely beautiful. And then this is the more kind of glammed up holiday look that we did at the end. So you'll see that as the final look. But yeah, so just a disclaimer, I'm not a makeup artist. I'm gonna make mistakes. You're gonna see the good, bad, and the ugly. You'll see me making a mess on my face. A lot of times I just leave that in. I don't edit it out because it's real life, and then I've got to clean it up and, you know, fix it. But you don't have to like ditch your whole look when you make a mistake. So that's a lot of times why I leave that in. All right, let's get into this. So this palette retails for $69. I'll put the little mini xenon up here. Now Natasha did her own swatches. Apparently the mini was like a bestseller. I didn't get it because I wasn't intrigued by that, but I was intrigued by this. However, I'm wondering if that mini has a matte black because this one is missing a matte black. So you do have this center shade here, which is like a it's definitely not matte, but you can see when I put it on lightly, you can rub it out, and we do that in here to show it. That's the closest thing to being able to kind of make a matte shade out of a metallic shade, but it's got some gorgeous shades. And then I'm going to go through some of the foiled shades. There's some new formulas in here. She's got her sparkling foiled and her sparkling wet formula in here. And then she's just got her sparkling like metallic, and let's see what we've got here. Metallic, sparkling foiled, sparkling wet, matte, sparkling metallic, which is different than the sparkling foiled, a regular metallic, then we have a matte cream to powder, then we have a crystal sparkling, and then I think that's it, sparkling foiled. So 7 or 8 different different formulas in here. Really cool. I do want to point out the couple that are sparkling foiled and sparkling wet in here, and I'm going to do separate swatches of just those. But you will see swatches. I did swatches yesterday, so I'm wearing something different. But I did swatches in better light last night so you could see them. I'm not the best swatcher, but we are going to go ahead and just swatch a couple of the ones that are special here. It is that you do have 15 shades. It's the extension, like I said, of the best-selling mini xenon. This is from her website. It says multi-dimensional blacks, vivid grays, icy pinks in Natasha's iconic formula, as well as her new innovative sparkling foiled and sparkling wet effect finishes. This edgy glam essential offers a contrasted versatility of looks from subtle everyday to ultimate smoky eyes. And I would agree with that. I do two in the beginning that I think are more everyday, and then this is definitely more glam, evening smoke, and holiday. So I'm excited, so excited about what we can do with this palette, because some of these shades, my friend, these metallic, sparkling, foiled, wet, crystal shades in here are like nothing else we have, and it reminds me of snow. It reminds me of the holidays. It reminds me of Christmas parties and gatherings and New Year's, and I just think there's so much more you can do with this palette. Yes, you're going to have a monochromatic look for the most part, which is also why I wanted to use this pink shade in the first look and this like champagne shade in the bottom look, because those are really the two other ones that were different. Apparently this shade has also got pink in it. I didn't realize it till I just now when I was going through the shade descriptions. We're going to swatch all the metallic and special shades anyway, just separately, just so you can see, because regardless of the dark gray, blue, or black backgrounds that you can put with them here, think about these shades and think about the palettes you have in your collection and what you can do. Like, I'm going to do a whole winter wonderland look of like baby pastel blues, soft pinks, and then hot pinks. I'm thinking of like a peppermint patty twist, a peppermint twist with the white and the sparkling white snow shades, and then like a hot pink. And we're going to do like a little winter wonderland mashup look with a palette of hers that I have in mind, and I'm so excited because I think those looks are going to be so fun and different and unique, and to be able to use some of these special shades along with them is going to be fun. So keep an eye out for that. I'll be working on that, and that'll be coming in the coming month. Today we do stay solely in this palette and give you 3 fun looks to look at, and this is good for 24 months. It is also limited edition, mineral and oil free, paraben free, cruelty free, and it is made in Italy. Also, just so you know, she does have tutorials on her site. Really quickly, let's take a look at some of the looks. Let me move over here. Actually, you know what? Let's take a look. I'm gonna run them to some music so you can really like look at them and enjoy them without me talking. Some of these are easy to do. In fact, this eye look is similar to one of the looks. And some are much more complex. So depending on your level of expertise applying eyeshadow, you can find maybe some that you can do. If you're more talented than me, maybe you can go for the gusto friends and go for more of those artsy looks with the fun liner and stuff like that. That is not something I don't know if I'm good at. I've never really tried. Maybe we'll try one day just to see. It will probably be a flop and a fail, but maybe just to see how hard it is, we should try one. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, stay tuned. Here come those looks. She did a really good job of showcasing different looks that you can do with it and different levels of technique. So some of them looked more grungy, some of those looked more glam, some of those looked like a good like everyday So let me show you, there's a couple of shades. I think I found 4, yeah. 4 that have the new shades to them. So let's do those first. So let's do Cygnus Sparkling Foiled Anthracite. That one is this one right here. I can tell you I love that. That's actually on my lid right now. So let's do this one. Here it is. So this is the Sparkling Foiled. This is one of her new formulas. So gorgeous. So gorgeous. To me, that's like kind of like a gunmetal shade. Then you have Stellar, and this is one of the sparkling wet effects. This is also one of my favorite, and this is one that I believe Kinky Sweat did a look with just like a liner. She did like a black liner from the palette. She used not a liquid, but one of the eyeshadows as a black liner, and literally just peppered this all over the lid. Oh, so beautiful. And what I would say understated. You can put the pretty red lip with it, but the look was so simple and so absolutely beautiful. I do want to try it on my eyes, but I have very light skin. She has nice, beautiful caramel colored skin, like a light brown, and it was so beautiful on her skin tone. I do think though it's going to look pretty probably on most people's skin tone with that beautiful red lip. And then what a beautiful holiday look. And literally it's one shadow, and then you're using a dark one for the liner. So this one is Stellar Sparkling Wet Effect White. It's so pretty. And so that is supposed to just look like wet sparkles on your skin. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, let's build it up just a little. I just want to see what it does, because it's a wet effect, so it's not going to have as much pigment, but I just want to see, I want you guys to get like a nice, like good swatch so you can really see the beauty of the shade. Look at that. Okay, now there's 2 more. Then we have Super Ionic, which is a sparkling foiled silver with multicolored specks. So that is right here, Super Ionic. Looks very silver, definitely. There's the remainder on my fingers of the other 2. Beautiful. Definitely this is white and this is silver for sure. Total difference there. Let me get something to wipe my hands off with, and then we're going to do Skift, which is the sparkling foiled light medium champagne. This is a gorgeous shade too. We do use this in the second look. So this is Skift. This is the only one in here, and it's still cool tone, but it's the warmest shade in the palette. And I think I haven't seen many people use it because I don't think they know how with this palette with all the grays and the whites and stuff. But I think we used it in a great way. I think I really liked it. I paired it with one of the midnight blue shades, and I think it was really beautiful. A lot of people are doing that for the fall too. They're doing like a midnight blue wedding and champagne tones. In fact, the girl I work with, that she showed me kind of her colors, and she's getting married in October next year, and that's what she's doing. She's got like whites, creams, and like this color, like a little almost like an antique shade, champagne-y color, and then a navy. And so that's the eye look. One of the eye looks I did, and I really like it. And you can see, does this say this? That looks like it has silver specks. What does it say? Sparkling foiled light medium champagne. So it doesn't really say, but the specks in there kind of look, don't they? Like they're still in that, like you have the cool tone glitter in there. So there's those. I do want to just go ahead and get all of the different shimmer shades in here and sparkled shades on here so you can see. So this, and I'm not going to do the mattes. There's not many mattes in here though. There's only 4 mattes. The rest are sparkles. I guess we're doing, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess if there's 5. So we're going to be doing 10 swatches of just the shimmers because I just want you to see. This is the first one, Rhyme, and this is a a metallic white. This is just a metallic white. I may leave the other swatches out because we don't need to do them twice. We did Cygnus, we did Stellar, so let's do Gru. Gru is a sparkling metallic iron gray, and yes, it is. There is Gru, okay. Next up is Ebb, and Ebb is a metallic midnight blue, and this is the one that I paired with this shade here in the look. We did a look with those two, so this is Ebb. And I used Ebb kind of because it's a metallic, but I used it and blown it out and used it in the outer corner to deepen. And even though it's a metallic, it played really well in the outer corner. So there's that. So this is the first shades are just going to be the metallics, okay, and the special shades. Next up we have, did we do Super Ionic? I think we did because that was a special one. Yep. Next, we're going to do Snowbow. This is the crystal sparkling pink with multicolored specks. This one you can really see in the pan that it does have pink in it right here, but apparently this does too, so we'll see. All right, so this is Snowbow. I said this earlier, I would have probably named this like Snow Bunny or something a little different. Yeah, you can definitely see, at least on the swatch, that you have pink. And I feel like when I did the eye look, it also did show that it was pink. So beautiful. All right, next up we have a metallic black. This is Night Sky. Again, this one can be used in the outer corner as well, because it's like, to me, more of a satiny shade versus like a metallic. Very creamy. You can totally use all of these metallics. Maybe not that one, but these two for sure in the outer eye area. All right, so now we have, that was Night Sky, metallic black. Now we have Neve, Neve, with two little twings on it. I don't know. This is the other one that they said has pink in it. Sparkling metallic peony pink. Okay, so let's see if we can see it. This is a sparkling crystal shade. I don't really see the pink in here. I see it a little bit in the pan. So I think that's going to be one more like when you turn a certain way. Maybe because this one's stronger, the two pinks, but that's like an icy peony light pale pink, apparently. Okay. And then the last one we have, we already did on here, and that is Skift right here. So these are your special shades, your metallic shades here. And then let's go ahead and do our other shades that are matte. So you have Blizzard, and Blizzard is just a matte gray. It is a matte light gray. Okay, so these are going to be our matte shades down here. This one is a good to blend the edges of some of the darker shades. It doesn't have a ton of pigment. There it is, okay. Then next up, friends, we've got Sposh. And Sposh is the matte cream powder charcoal. That I did up here, but I did not a great swatch, so we'll do it again. So that's a cream to powder. That I used a lot. Then we have Contrail. My hand's got black on it, so we'll see if we can get this. Because it's a white shade. Let's use this finger. Contrail is a matte white, but it's not a pure white. Like, that definitely has gray in it, so it should say a gray white, but because it's not a pure white. This is also another one of those shades. Great to set your powder, also just great to blend some of the shades in. And then you have Snert, which is a darker gray. This one is a medium matte gray. So how do you spell gray? Because I thought it's spelled G-R-A-Y, but she's got it spelled G-R-E-Y in every one of these. So I'm curious, like, am I spelling gray wrong? Is she spelling gray wrong? Is it different in the UK? Is it Italy? I don't know. Anyway, here is the dark medium gray. So that definitely has pulls more, and this gray does to me look also like it's got like a little blue in it, right? Like, it's gray, but I think you can see how it could pull blue, like if you paired it with Ebb, right? Or Nightfall, Night Sky, or whatever. Ebb, I think. Okay. Then we have Flurry, and Flurry would be really good as well with this shade here, because this is also sort of like a, these match well, I think, in color. Like, you could do these three looks right here, these three shades. I think that would be beautiful together. I did use these three shades. I used this to blend out the edges of this, which was mostly on the eye and the outer, like the big part of the eye. This blended out just at the top, and then this on the lid. So this one, Skift, is, this is Flurry, is a matte eggshell shade, but this is one that I think goes pretty well with more of the one warmer tone shade in here. All right, there it is. So there's our mattes right here. And then the rest of this palette is the most beautiful, divine colors you've ever seen. I mean, they are so pretty on the eyes, so sparkly, and so special, friends. All right, should we get into the looks? I think we should. So let's go ahead and let's start on the looks, and then I'll be back at the end and I'm gonna talk to you about what I think about everything we did. Good morning. Are we ready to play with this fun natashadenona xenon palette? We did swatches. I've got a lot to say that I haven't said about it. Right now we're just going to get into some of the looks, but I'm really excited about doing some of these looks because well, I want to see if this is going to show up pink on the eye because I saw some reviews and it didn't. You can see it's reflecting pink. So I think when you look, and I'm wondering if it's because they're putting it up against grays and silvers, if it's pulling silver. So I'm going to put it up against one of the black shades. And that's actually what we're going to start doing. I'm going to take a fluffy brush and I'm going to just go in. Let's see what we're going to start with. Actually, let's set it with contrail. Let's set the whole eye with the white. And actually, let me bring you friends in. Okay, so I'm just gonna use this contrail shade, and it's a really pretty, just like matte white. I would say it has a little gray in it though. It's still like, but it's a great set shade, or if you just wanna do a matte look and you want this kind of smoky white coming in like off of this part in the first half of the eye, I think it'll be really pretty. All right, doesn't do a lot on me, but if I put it over a darker color, it would show it more white on me. So I think what we're going to go into is, and I think this is a cream to powder Sposh, which is this shade right here. Now it looks very gray here. Let me just turn the lights off so you can see. Okay, so it's not. The lights are really brightening it out. And actually, maybe I'll just leave the lights off for this part and then I'll show it to you with it on. Because I feel like the lights are kind of bleaching it out. I wish I could go a little lighter. No, the lights are so bright for some reason. I'll do it because I need the light. I'll do it with the light on, but then I'm going to turn it off so you can see it in both lights, in natural light, and then this is obviously very bright. So we're gonna go into Sposh. I don't know how Sposh is gonna do because it's I'm pretty sure it's a cream to powder on a fluffy brush. So we're gonna just see. I don't really know what we're gonna come up with this brush. So we're gonna blend now. It's looking blue to me in this light, but I'm sure if I turn the lights off, then it's gonna probably look dark. So good to know, like it's just gonna be different depending on what light you're in. Because I wanna put that pink shade all over the lid. All right, I think I need a little bit more of a denser brush to get a little bit more in the bottom, like corner half. So I'm gonna take this one. I think this is a rougher. Oh no, this is clean color right here. I'm gonna just clean it off. I'm gonna go into the same color and I'm gonna deepen right and down in here. So this is it, Spoosh color. It's giving me, in this light, it's definitely giving me a little blue, like a blue-gray. But I don't think that's what it actually is. Okay. I think we're getting some depth there, for sure. I'm scared to turn the light off, and let's see what we're looking like without the light on. Oh yeah. Black eye, friends. Be careful what you're doing with the light. Okay, so now I am gonna take that fluffy brush and just fluff it out. Isn't that amazing, the difference light makes? Absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. And that is, I think, indicative of what happens with your eyeshadow, because a lot of our shadows have different colors in them. And so depending on the light that you're showing, that you're in, will determine whether or not, and a lot of fallout, you can see right here, a lot of fallout. We're going to clean that up. But it'll determine what the actual color is, right? So let's just get this blended out nicely, and then we'll add that beautiful pink shade in. I'm going to clean this up real quick. All right, friends, so now I'm going to go ahead and put Snowbow, that pink shade right here, over the entire lid. That's really all I wanted to do, was like a 2-shade look here. and just see how it turns out. This is gorgeous. It's got blue, white, pink, and like silver reflex in it. I don't know how well you're gonna see that though. Like right now it's just looking, we're gonna wet this too. It's just looking like a silver, but I think it's gonna do more than that. Actually, once I turn the light off, I think we will see the pink. Gosh though, guys, could that be any prettier of a, like a little crystally, sparkly, beautiful winter holiday shade? All of these shades are so holiday-esque, really, truly. Like, they are so sparkly, and they remind me of snow. Let me get something, and I'm going to spray my brush. All right, they remind me of snow. Like, you know when you have a fresh snowfall? I guess if you're in the South, you may not. But, and then the sun hits the snow, and it sparkles so beautifully. That's what this gives me. And it definitely is giving me, like, if you see fake sparkly snow with glitter for the holidays and the decor, I am 100% feeling that right now. So pretty. Oh my gosh, gorgeous. All right, so underneath the bottom, we're gonna just go in with that same, because we're gonna make this look pretty easy. We're gonna go in with Splash underneath, and we're gonna darken that up a little bit. And then we're gonna also match the pink. So I'm just gonna deepen just a little bit in the corner here. Just get a little bit of a deeper blend going there. So pretty, isn't it? Okay, so now I'm gonna take that same Snowbow, that pretty beautiful pink. It's a little bit of a softer shade in the pan, so I'm just gonna like press it on my eye here. Oh, I mean, that couldn't be any prettier. It really couldn't. Okay, so now let's go with some Benefit mascara, and let's just finish it off with mascara. That was so easy, you guys. 100% can do that. Don't be afraid of that dark shade. And when you pair dark and light, it's such a beautiful contrast. Literally, this look was 2 colors. It was the Splash and the Snowbow. So you can do this. Don't be afraid of this. This is definitely an easy beginner look. Even if you've never worn shadow, guys, you can do this. Now, notice also, I'm not doing any liner. I'm just going to let the shadows speak for themselves and be the stars of the show today. You don't even need liner. So if you don't know how to do liner, you mess liner up, you make a mess with liner, you're good, guys. Just do this. You're good. This is a good mascara, by the way. This is the Benefit. I think they're real magnetic mascara, and I really like it. It gives you some length. For sure, it separates some. It gives you length. It's if you don't have much eyelashes, because when you get older, you start to lose your eyelashes. You lose pigment in your skin. They say when you get older that you should be lightening your hair, which is what I've been doing. And I do feel like that's helped me, because we just naturally lose pigment. All right, friends, so there is our first eye. And I have to say, I kind of love this. I don't normally, cool tones, so I have cool toned and I have like neutral skin tone. So I can wear cool or warm shades. I normally wear warm, as you know, but I have pink in my hair right now, just a little, for breast cancer awareness. And yeah, I like it with the pink, but also I really like this cool tone. I think this is one that you could do every day, but let's turn the lights off and let's see. All right, so when I turn the lights off, that was a good exercise. I need to blend a little bit. We're just blowing that out just a little bit. I'm gonna put a little bit more of that, the pink on the bottom. Snowbow. This is, I think, gonna be one of my favorites, like my favorite shades. And you could put this up at the top too. Like if you just want a little something up here to match, I think that would be pretty as well. I mean, there's all different colors, but I just want to keep something super simple, 2 shades, just to show you guys you can do this. My friends, you can. It's a stunning, stunning look. You guys let me know what you think, but I love it. I really, really love it. I think this is probably one of my favorite looks I've done in a long, long time. All right, I'm really, really, really happy with this look. Now I'm gonna go into this other eye. We're gonna start with Ebb, and this shade has like a navy blue pull to it. So I think this will be really pretty. We're gonna put this in the outer corner and then brush it forward. And again, I don't know, because I haven't looked up each of the shades, if this is like a normal metallic, but I am putting it in the outer corner. You can really see the blue on it. I think it's going to be really pretty. I'm going to put the one and only warm shade with this. So this is going to probably be another close to 2 shades, maybe 3 look, because I want to keep these 2 shades I want to really give these colors their moment. And I also just really want to make these looks something that you can do that's easy for you, because I feel like this is a very monochromatic palette, and I've seen a lot of the same looks being done. There was one reviewer that did do some, what I would say, really beautiful looks, and that was Kinky Sweat. She did 6 looks. If you want to see some more that might be a little bit more complex on the eye, because she did some gorgeous looks, and she has a beautiful caramel colored skin, almost like a caramely cocoa, really beautiful light brown skin. And her skin is so beautiful with some of this. Like, she used the color Stellar. Like, you could do it with this right here. Let me just show you in the pan, this shade here, Stellar. I mean, that looks like icy frozen goodness. I mean, it is so stunning. And she used it like all over the lid. She took the black and did like a wing in here with the powder, and then she did just that beautiful snow colored sparkle shade on the lid. Oh, on her, stunning. On me, I would not be able to do like a plain lid. I mean, I could if I just wanted sparkle. It would show. It would just be, because my skin's so pale, but it would just be like sparkle, and like if it hit the lights properly, right? That's where I would get it. So, and I typically don't do, because of the face shape that I have, I usually do a rounded eye. That does make my eyes appear bigger, and I come up pretty far because I have hooded lids. So my color always comes up. So I've tried to do like where you wing it out, but my face is too narrow. So when I try to wing out a look, it doesn't look right on me. Maybe I just can't do it right. You know, it's possible. I'm not an expert. Who knows? Maybe somebody else could do it and it'd be fine. But this is a gorgeous shade, an absolutely gorgeous shade. I think this will be a very well-loved shade. Okay, so going back into, we're going to go into Skipped. Now, this is the warmest tone in here, and I haven't seen anybody do a look with this one right here. I think because it's the only warm shade really in here, they don't know what to do. I'm going to probably put this shade too over the top and blend that out, but let's get the Skipped shade on first, and then we'll see if we need to add, if we want to wet this. You don't have to wet Natasha Denona, because her Chroma Crystal formula, and this is very creamy, is just absolutely stunning. You will get more pigment. This one might be more of a topper shade. You will get more pigment though if you use your finger, and I think that might be where we're going. I mean, it's giving like a scattered, beautiful scattered speckled look, almost like if you're looking at glass pieces or confetti on sand. It's kind of what it's reminding me of. Really, really pretty. So you can just do that and have a beautiful, like, just sparkle. But let's see what happens if we use our finger, because I think we're going to get more pigment. Oh yeah, and more sparkle. More glimmery, shimmery goodness. That's what I wanted, actually, because that's what I think is special about this palette, is these shimmers in here. Oh my God, guys. Not only are they stunning, like people are like, oh, it's too gray. You say that, but if you don't realize what you can do with this palette, so I feel like if you're saying that, you're being myopic in your way of thinking. You can do so much. So yeah, we're going to make some really beautiful looks. Will they all be kind of similar in the gray tone, blue gray tone? Yes. Blue, gray, black, white? Yes. But guys think about blending this palette with other palettes. I am going to do a mashup series to show you what I'm talking about. But first, let's finish this eye. All right, so let's go into the other kind of warm taupey shade. I'm just gonna run that up here on the edge, just to blend it. That really isn't gonna do a ton. All that's going to do is, that's called flurry that we're going into, by the way, is just going to blend it. It's just gonna give us a softer blend and help you. If you're not a good blender, these light shades are magic for you. Absolutely magic. They're magic for me. I'm not a great blender because I'm impatient. I could be if I spent more time, but I'm not. So, all right, so that's gorgeous. So let's take that same shade Ebb, because I want to keep this simple for you, and let's do Ebb under here. And we're going to also deepen Ebb up just a little bit in here. So we're coming over the top of like that, what is it, skiffed shade a little bit, where so the glitters are still there and they're popping through even though I'm going over them. But it's giving it a little bit of a more dimension, a little bit of a different look, and I'll show you guys this in the other light as well. So if I turn the light off, well, now you can't see because the light shifted from before. You really need the light on now. But I'll take pictures in the actual light, okay? So, in like the outdoor light so you can get it. But this is gorgeous. This whole look. And I don't really think, I mean, this gives you kind of like a wet effect. I don't think you need to wet this at all. You could, but I mean, it's such a beautiful scattering of beauty. I don't think you need to. This one I do want to do a little bit of liner, so I'll be right back. We'll do liner and lashes on this one. All right, we got to do the bottom. I did put a liner in my waterline. This is by ColourPop, I think. Let me just tell you. Cream gel liner. ColourPop does have a color. Celestial. Oh, sorry, Crystal. It's rubbed off. I can't see it. It's Crystal something. There's like mess over it. Crystal Crush is what I think it says, but I can't be sure. But this is what it looks like. So it's just a really pretty blue eyeliner. I don't use that a lot. So I'm gonna take that beautiful Ebb underneath here too, and just come under a little bit. This will make your eye look bigger. Because when you put a color in your lid, in your waterline, it can make your eye look smaller. Keep that in mind. You may or may not want to do that. I have big eyes, so I always do it because I don't care. But then bringing the shadow down, like I did, makes your eye look bigger. So, yeah. All right, going back into this gorgeous skiffed shade, and that we have on the top, and we're gonna, whoop, got a little chunk of it. Okay, so that it's still doing what it does. It's got like just gorgeous scattered. Makes a little mess. You almost have to like press it in on the bottom. It's just giving you some gorgeous scattered color. I think I am going to use on the inner corner a brighter pop of white. So I think what we're going to do is go into Neve, this one right here. Really pretty. And let's see what this sucker's made of. Oh, look at these shades, guys. I mean, these crystal shades are just something extra special in this palette. Don't like skip over this palette. You're going to be missing out if you're looking at it like, oh, I'm not going to use those shades. Even if you're digging into another palette and you want to create a pink, frosty, like candy cane Christmas holiday look, you're going to want to go into these bright, sparkly white shades. If you want to do something with, you know, a red lip, the silver, the black, and the white, gorgeous for the holidays. Like, there's so much you can do. All right, taking this Neve shade right up at my, right up in here. Let's give it what we got here, right? That's so pretty. Okay, here, my friends, is the second eye look. And again, super happy with it. I think they're beautiful. I think the shades in here are just stunning. I don't know any way around it. These are just beautiful shades. I'm not disappointed that she did monochrome palette. She does that because I get all her palettes, and I'm super excited about what I can do with this palette for the holidays. I'm going to have the best holiday looks this year that you've ever seen. I promise. So here's both our looks side by side. I'm just gonna grab a lip and I'll be right back. Okay, friends, so on my lips, I just did the gel lip liner from Wet n Wild and Lay Down the Mauve. And then I just did a gloss, a Laritzi gloss over that. For my cheeks, I used the Hourglass last year's palette, and I mixed the two colors, like the peachy pink and the cool tone pink. I mixed those together to give me a beautiful soft pink cheek, because the eyes are sort of soft and sultry. They're not like super deep and sultry. But what I thought I'm curious about is if I took that Nieve shade, I'm just curious if these shades will work, because it's like such a metallic. I'm just curious if it will work as a little bit of a highlighter. I want to try this one on, and then I want to try the Stellar shade and see if you can use these kind of some glitz and glitter added to your face for the holidays. And I think you can. Really pretty. Oh yeah, in person, gorgeous. Oh, absolutely gorgeous. Really pretty. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with Stellar. This is the Stellar shade right here in the middle, and pop that on this side. I'm just curious just to see if these could be used as highlights in addition, because anytime you can get a little bit of extra glam and glitz from a palette, it's a good thing. Also, do you want me to review the new Huda Beauty Grunge palette? I don't have it. Thinking about it. I'm not sure. I would like to know what you think. Okay. Yes, you can totally use those. I don't know why I'm like just bring you in so you can see. There we go. So there's our first look. I want a little bit more pink on that eye. Oh yeah, there we go. Just needed a little bit more, right? So pretty. And then this eye. This eye we have that beautiful skiffed sparkly goodness shade with that beautiful ebb deep blue. And I really like it with the blue liner as well. And this one I have a little wing, which I'm not great at. So if you don't think it looks good, it probably doesn't. But that's what we got today going on. Oh, I love it with that Nieve shade inside there. That's gorgeous. And then up at the brow bone, and of course, as a highlight. Okay, I'm gonna take some photos, and then we're going to clean the face off, and we're gonna do another look. This will be like a deeper evening, sultry, smoky, darker look, and I'm going to be pairing it with a red lip for the holidays. So let's try that. We're gonna get into some of the mattes. We're gonna start with Blizzard, which is this light gray matte right here, okay? And bring you guys in like I always do. And I did put a little bit of the concealer or the primer under my eye as well, just to get any color out. So this tone, if you have like a gray tone skin, you want to be, this won't be the best palette for you, because if you have more of an ashy tone skin or gray skin, it is going to make you look like death warmed over. So keep that in mind, unless that is the look you're going for, right? Like then go for it, friends. Like maybe if you like you like the kind of goth look, you can certainly achieve that with this palette, 100%. All right. So what I'm gonna do is just do the one eye, and then I'm gonna turn the camera off and get the other eye matching, and then I will be back and we'll do the next shade, okay? Okay. All right, that color did like not much of anything on my eyes. I'm gonna see if it deepens if we go into this shade. This is called Snert. This is the darker gray that's in here. This only thing that I think that this palette is missing, but it might not be because I don't have the small mini, is a matte black. Let me know if you have the mini Xenon, and if that does have, I don't know if it was called Xenon or Zenith, I don't know, the companion, the mini with this one. Let me know if you have it and if that has a matte black. It might. So if there's a matte black in that and you have it, you don't need it. But if you don't have that like me, it would have been beneficial for me to have a matte black in here. Sposh is a cream to powder. That's the closest matte you have in here. And that is like, it's still metallic. You can see it still pulls a little bit metallic, but it blends out, I think, enough to make that work as a as a decent matte shade if you don't have one. So Snert definitely has more gray. It definitely is picking that up, and yeah, that's nice. So that other one, Flurry or Blizzard or whatever, what is it called? Blizzard. That's a lot of nothing on my eyes. It just sort of, I mean, you could see it. You could see it, right? But barely. It just sort of whited out the eye. I don't know. I don't know how to say, but that doesn't really, that didn't do a lot. This one does for me. Okay, for the inner part of the eye, I want to use that contrail and just see like what it does here with the white up against this gray. Oh yeah. Oh wow, yeah, that's awesome. Okay. So I think you can safely do like a beautiful matte look with this too. I mean, I'm going super fast because I'm going to be just, this is really pretty. So that could be just a soft like office look, right? Like mascara, liner, lips, the rest of the face, you're good to go. Think that's a look right all on its own right there. I think that's really pretty. Okay, but we're not done. No. Okay, so, oh Lord, we have this gorgeous black called Sinus, but before we do that, I want to go in the corner with a little bit of a darker shade. So I'm going to use the Night Sky shade. This is the other dark shade we haven't used right here. So I'm going to use that to deepen the corner. This is the shade I'm going to use on like half the top of the lid. And then we'll use one of these white shades, probably the Stellar one, on the other half and really sparkle this sucker out. But first, let's go into Night Sky. Let me see if I can find... Actually, this brush should work. This is a Refer 12, and it's like a little like... Oh, it looks very pigmented. This is the Night Sky shade. So I'm just trying to put it in like the corner area here. Yeah. And the Night Sky is navy. If you know, like if you black navy, that's what this is giving. I think this is appropriately named. Think we have a pretty good blend adding Blizzard. So that's how I would use that shade. So Blizzard was the lighter gray that I was like, oh, that did nothing for my eye, but it did a lot for the blend. You saw like that Sky shade is so dark, and Night Sky, it's so dark, and it was a little patchy. I'm sure it had to do some with the brush that I was using, because I was using a special brush to try to get in the corners, and then I just kept going with it. So it got bigger and bigger. All right, now we're going to go into Sinus or Cygnus, whatever this is, okay? This shade right here. This is like a beautiful gunmetal color. And I want that over the majority of the lid, but then I'm going to come in with, I think, Stellar, which is like one of those beautiful snow shades, and it's going to kind of go over half. So let's do, ooh. What did I tell you? This shade is something to behold as well. Imagine this shade like you want to do something with a light pink or a hot pink with this shade. How beautiful this would look. This is like perfect holiday makeup. Seriously, this is the holiday makeup palette. I don't think people appreciate this because I think they're thinking of it as a standalone palette, and it is. I mean, look at all the looks we can get. You can get standalone looks with this, 100%. But guys, these shades are something extra special, and there is more, so much more that you can do. Like, I'm just envisioning pink, like hot pink and light pink with these blacks and these whites, and I think that is going to, we can do like a whole, you know, pink peppermint swirl theme with these shades and different shades of pinks. And I can see like you adding burgundies and red, a little bit of reds and burgundies in your eyes with these, but I'm thinking like lighter shades with these dark shades. Like imagine like her pastel palette and some of the gorgeous metallics in her pastel palette mixed with some of these, like the contrast between the dark and the light, stunning. All right, so that shade, beautiful. I mean, can you complain? I don't think so. All right, let's go into Stellar. This is going to be really our first kind of look at, I mean, we've used it a little bit, but not on a good portion of the eye. And I think it's going to be so pretty. This piece of hair, really annoying. All right, let's see what we're going to do here. Oh, yeah. And it's what it needs, because that light and dark contrast is stunning. Just sort of patting it in, getting those sparkles up in there. Very pretty where it meets with the black as well, or that gunmetal shade, that Sinus, Cygnus, I don't know what that color is. Yes, mama. Okay. I might go over with a little bit more of that gunmetal too. I'm pulling it through the top just because I want those sparkles in the crease. All right, so taking my finger with a little bit of that and just kind of patting that in. Kind of gives it like gray where it meets together like a little bit. God, I love this shade. I love this dark shade. And I don't think people are realizing how gorgeous this is, really. These shades are something extra special, these crystal-y things in here. These shimmer shades. The mattes are just her normal creamy mattes. They feel great. No complaints. They're great at blending like they always do. That's stunning. Okay, so again, I still want the dark corner in there. I don't feel like I have it enough. I'm gonna take the spa shade that we originally started with, and I'm gonna just put it in just a little. That's that cream to powder shade that I'm sticking in here. That looks good. All right, so for the upper, let's go with Rhyme. Rhyme is, I think, a shimmer. Oh yeah, a really pretty one actually. I'm gonna put my finger. Probably not the best to do with your finger. Yeah, that wasn't a good idea. Let me go back to Blizzard, fix that, and then I'll put it, and then I'll go in with it properly. Okay, so let me get a little one. You're gonna use this guy too. Okay, Rhyme, let's see what you got. You got a lot too. And that's got more white in it, pretty. That's pretty for the inner corner too. Sometimes I connect them, like I'll go up here and then connect. Do you guys do that? Or is it just me? Probably just me, I do weird stuff. I had gotten my eyebrows done. This girl messed up this eyebrow so bad. I'm letting it grow out and then I'm gonna go back and get it redone. All right, before we do the bottom of, really we need a little bit more of the white over here. Today is Mr. Robert, my boyfriend's birthday. He's an old man today. He turned 60. So, and I can still say I'm in my 40s. So, speaking of, I was gone in Chicago a couple of days, and he didn't go with me. He went with me last year on this trip. He wanted to go with me, but I had a new recruit going with me, and so it just wasn't feasible for this trip. But anyway, she's pretty too. She's only 25 years old. I'll put a picture of the two of us up there. And you know, do I think I'm pretty? I'll tell you this. I do think that I look okay. I was an ugly, ugly, ugly duckling at school. Not in high school, but like middle school, all the way up like elementary was awful. Elementary, middle school. I mean, I looked bad, and I was made fun of by some boys I liked, and it stuck with me and hurt my feelings really bad. Do I do makeup to make myself look good? I make myself feel good and look good by doing makeup. But more for me, I really enjoy the process of makeup. I enjoy doing I just really enjoy the creative outlet of playing with makeup and creating fun new looks. But anyway, so I'm getting off track. So I did a little fun, stupid dancing thing to a song, because Robert's like, I bet you and her are turning heads at the show. I don't think he was necessarily insecure, but he just made a comment, and it's his birthday, and I wanted him to know that I only had eyes for him. So I did a sexy little, cute little dancey thing on TikTok to a song, and it was just something cute and fun. And I had a woman comment that something like, I don't know, you really have no reason to love yourself so much, is what she said. That's exactly what she said. And I thought to myself, I'm going in with flurry. No, I'm going in with snert on the bottom lash right here, this gray. And I thought to myself, are you that miserable in your own life that you feel the need that you've got to try to knock people down? Now, I've been on YouTube because I have my other channel for a while now. And in the beginning, like those mean comments that you would get, they did hurt my feelings, not gonna lie. Like I had to get a tough skin, but it's there now. Nothing somebody else says, and I'm also older and more confident now. There's nothing anybody says at this point. It can really do too much to hurt me, because it only hurts you if you believe it, right? If you allow somebody else's meanness to hurt you, it's because on some level, maybe you think they're right, okay? I know that she's wrong. I mean, I've got every reason in the world to care about myself and love myself. I've got 3 beautiful kids, 2 beautiful stepkids, 5 beautiful grandbabies, another on the way. Life is good. I've got beautiful parents, wonderful siblings that I'm close with, 5 of us, all of us together. I'm happy. Now, do I have everything in life? No, I'm having some financial issues right now. My car just broke down, so I'm having vehicle issues. I'm in a little bit of a debt situation currently. And do I have everything? Is it perfect? No, but do I have a good job? I do. I just got a promotion at work this year. My health is better. You guys recently know that I lost about 40 pounds. I was at like 167 and now I'm at like 147. In fact, I just saw my gynecologist for the first time in like 3 years because of COVID. And the first thing he said to me was congratulations when he walked in, and I didn't know what he was talking about. I was like, please tell me I'm not pregnant. Oh my God. Because I did have a scare with that recently. That would be something, but I'm actually just pre-menopause. And, I said, for what? And he said, all your weight loss. And I was like, well, that was in part due to getting off all my medicine, blood pressure medicine, birth control. I got off of all of that and lost 10 to 15. And then I started on Vyvanse for ADHD, which I was diagnosed with about 25 years ago, and we never did anything. I'm taking Night Sky right here, that deepening shade. We're going on the bottom with it. And I was having issues at work. So I started with Vyvanse in January, and then I got a promotion in August and got Aaron who works with me. So clearly, I mean, my boss totally noticed. He told me he noticed how much more energy I had, how much more passionate, and how the longer hours I was working and the extra time I was putting in. So all of that was recognized and wonderful. So like, but life's not perfect, right? Like, it's not bad though. It's just, there's people in it that are unhappy. And I think her comment, if nothing else, and then oddly enough, she reposted that video that she hated so much and felt the need to try to knock me down. She took it and shared it on her page, but she disliked it. It was really strange. Did she mean that? Did she did she type it wrong? I don't know. Was she just jealous? I don't know. I don't know what her personal story was. If she did mean to be mean, I mean, it didn't work. I mean, first of all, my boyfriend tried. He's not very tactful when it comes to social media, and he doesn't have much of a filter. So he got pissed when he saw what she put, and he 3 times went in, he called her really bad names. And I said, don't do that. You're don't take the high road. You're stooping to her level by calling her names and stuff. Don't do that, do something. And then it kept getting taken down. So I think TikTok didn't like what he was saying because his comment wouldn't post. And then some other comments, were on there just saying, oh, this was so cute. I know you, I know that, I know her personally, and she's so sweet and nice and kind, and she would never hurt anybody. And all right, I'm going to take the black and put that in my waterline here. So people on there that I knew and didn't like, or knew and didn't know I didn't mean to say didn't like, knew and didn't know were kind of defending me. Not that I needed defending, but it was nice to know that people would do that. But honestly, all I could think about is how miserable this girl must be in her life, and that maybe we need to pray for her. Maybe she needs kindness. I responded that I do love myself, and it's great, and she should try it. She should work on that. That was my response. But I didn't have to respond at all. I just kind of felt bad for her, honestly. I don't know what would make somebody reach out to somebody they don't know on a social media platform and say something negative with the sole intention of hurting that person, just to make that person feel bad about themselves. Those are the kind of things that if somebody was weak could push somebody over the edge. You don't know what that could do to somebody. Now, I'm mentally fine. I can handle it. But what if somebody couldn't? What if somebody was dealing with depression and that was their outlet and they were just having fun and your mean comment caused them to take their own life or overdose or do something awful? Like, people really need to wake up and start thinking about how they treat people, truly. All right, I'm going to take a little bit of that Niv shade that's like the white. I'm going to kind of put it right in the middle of the dark gunmetal. And just get a little bit more light right in the center of the eye. All right, that doesn't do like a ton, but it definitely amped the sparkle a little bit. And then again, I'm gonna take that Grew shade, which was the metallic shade, and just get that on there. I think we have enough depth in the corners too that like even through the shimmer that darkness is going to show. I do think for this look I'm going to put a shimmer, but I want to I think I'm going to take that flurry shade, that light gray shade, this one, and just run that on the bottom a little bit too. So I think I am going to do maybe some falsies with this look, because we're going to put a beautiful holiday red lip with this. And then I'll figure out what I'm doing with the rest of my makeup. Yeah, that's so pretty. This whole look is... This is a lot of the type of look you'll get using this palette if you just use it on your own. Aside from those first two looks that I did using like more the neutral shade skirt and the pink snow bow. That should have been called Snow Bunny, my opinion. All right, so, but let's get some liner and lashes on. I'm gonna do a little bit more of a liner on the... All right, the light is a little weird, and I don't know why. I'm gonna actually, I think, take you in the other room, but let's just finish this real quick while we're in front of the mirror. It's like foggy, and I've cleaned the mirror. You can see, I think it's just the sunlight. There's like, I think it's the sunlight. But anyway, we're gonna go in. I just lined my lips with a lip liner by Poudier. Doesn't have a color, but it's the closest red that I have. It's kind of bright, but this will darken it up. This is a blue red. All right, I don't know why the light is weird. Maybe if I turn a little bit. I think it's the light that is coming in. Ah, there. Okay, that's exactly what it was. It was the sunlight. All right, so let's go ahead and use this one. This is Bite Me. I'm sorry, not Bite Me. This is Bite Beauty in, oh my God, the shade, because it's a mini. So little. Braised is the color. Ignore I have laundry over there. I gotta start cleaning up. It's Robert's birthday and I want to make the house look nice. Oh, gorgeous. You know who wears a good red lip? Miss Selena Gomez. She looks stunning in a red lip with her dark hair. Now, I don't remember wearing this, so I don't know if it is going to dry down to a matte or if it's going to stay like a gloss. It kind of feels glossy, so we'll see. I do need to find kind of a nude blush for the cheeks, or I could go pink if I wanted, but let me see if I can find a little bit more of a nude color. Okay, I found this guy here, kind of like a nudie peachy shade. This is, I think, Tarte, Amazonian Clay Cheek Wardrobe. So this color is called Into You. So these came in like a set of 3, and I think it has like, yeah, let me just show you the 3 shades in here. So we're going to be using the middle shade here. So you got a peach, kind of more of a nude shade, and then like a pink. So... And I'm using a Luxie brush, a Luxie blush brush. This is a Luxie large angled brush. obviously the eyes and the lips are the stars of the show today. The eyes, even though they are like this gray, they're still kind of lighter than, obviously, than the lip. And a lot of times if you do a bold eye, you'll do a more of a neutral lip. We could say that this is a bold eye and a bold lip, but I think when you're going for a holiday look, all bets are off, right? Do what you want to do. Make it gorgeous. Oh, Snow Queen vibes. Very pretty. I like this blush tone because you can just keep putting it on and it doesn't, it like just keeps looking good. Doesn't like get too much and it blends beautifully. Tarte has a good Amazonian clay blush, so if you need good blushes, that's a great place to get it. Okay, this does seem like it's drying down a little bit. Oh, I already got it on my lips or teeth. I really think I like the Nieve shave the best for that. That's this one down at the bottom. So I think I'm going to just go right in with my brush. See what it does with an application like this. Hold on. Let's do the cheek you can see, and then I'll do the other one. Yeah, because I wanted like a beautiful kind of icy snow queen. Like this palette gives me Frozen vibes. It gives me Christmas, holiday, and New Year's. And if you're a cool tone girl, I think you're gonna love it when you mix it with some of the other palettes when we do the palette mashup series that we're getting ready to start. But I feel good. I feel good in this look. All right, so I'm gonna go in better light because the light's really super weird. Let's turn the lights off here. And let's take a look at it in front of the window. Still got a rainbow in my face. Might have to wait for the sun to move a little bit to take the final photos of this look. And I have a cute, kind of like a little sexy outfit on. What I'll do is, it's jeans and a shirt, but here, you can kind of see. I'll get a good picture of my outfit as well. And I'll get some up close looks of this, but I think at this point, we really just need to get into what my final thoughts are about this palette. So let's do that. Okay, guys, so I am out of time. And out of light. It's getting really, really dark outside. So I've been wearing this all day. It's been a fun, beautiful look. It's around dinner time now. I think I was filming this in like, I don't know, before 10 in the morning. And I have reapplied the lipstick, but nothing to the eyes. And I actually put a little bit of a highlight here. So what I'm going to say is I love this. I have so much more I want to say about how versatile this is. I'm going to, at the end, you're going to see all the photos of like the looks and stuff, and then of course my outfit. But I'm also going to put a inspiration photo showing you some of the fun things I think we can do with this palette, with companion palettes of other colors, like the gray, the black, and the white with pops of color. So that'll be at the end, and we'll talk more about what my thoughts are after we do our mashup videos with this. I'm super excited about it, but for now, I gotta get going. I'll see you guys all in the next video. Let me know your favorite look in the description or in the comment section below. Bye, guys.